everybody, welcome to YB STARLIGHT. Today we welcome an artist crossing the boundaries, genres, all fueled by the love of music, the Bashi Roy from SitarMetal and the manager par excellence, Bhaskar Roy. Hello. Thank you
Hello,
so
hi
much
there.
for thank you so much for joining YB STARLIGHT and for your support.
Thank you so much for having us. It's
Thank
been
you
an
so much
honor.
for having us. Yeah, it's a great pleasure.
Thank you so much. A little about Vibe. Vibe is an art curational platform for all of the artists. We also have an e-commerce where these artworks can be sold.
That's
Nice.
really cool.
Thank you so much. So to get us started, how did this band come about?
Okay, so Sitar Metal actually started in the year 2015 by Rishabh Singh, who is the sitar player of the band, back in the city in Jalandhar, which is a small city in Punjab, India. So it actually started is Rishabh belonged from an Indian classical family, and he just started listening to rock and heavy metal kind of music, and he really got inspired and thought of experimenting with his own style of playing. So the first thing he did was he started making covers on YouTube. So he made some covers of an Animal Associated song called Tempting Time, and which went viral on the internet. It just gathered like 100,000 views like within 24 hours or something. So it really received a very good response from all over the world. And then Rishabh actually thought of starting an internet project which was named Mute the Saint, and that also garnered a lot of support and love throughout the world. And then Rishabh was slowly started taking this whole idea outside and to make it a fully fledged like a live performing band. And to do that, it wasn't able to do that with Musicent, because Musicent was more of an internet project and all the members of the band were all spread across the world. So to do that, he needed like Indian musicians to come together. And then that's how exactly SitarMetal started. He contacted me, like all of us, like he contacted all of us through Facebook, and that's how like SitarMetal was formed. And yeah, I mean that's how exactly the band was born.
Wow, that's really nice. So what was the inspiration like behind keeping sitar as a lead?
So actually the main motive of SitarMetal is actually to to show the world like how out of the box thinking is important, especially in art these days, because because art generally and current like in current scenarios has kind of like hit like a streamline kind of
Yes,
a like a phase, and you don't get to see
absolutely.
like a innovation or like some uniqueness in like music or be it like any form of art. So what we really wanted, it like we wanted to show the world like how like Indian classical and heavy metal, this
Yes,
is like the exact opposite polarities of the musical spectrum. And what we wanted to showcase to the world, like we wanted to bridge these two sides together and present this to the world. And that was like our what like this motivated us to do this, and that was the
yes,
entire idea to create like SitarMetal. And if you talk about inspiration, I think that's pretty much about it. Like we wanted to show that world like these two exact opposite form of music can exist together in harmony.
yes,
Yeah, I would just like to add, whatever happens, anything that we see, we grew up, in different parts of India as,
yes,
as children, and we gathered our cultures individually. And when all of it came together, you generally take an inspiration from something which has not been done previously.
yes,
And for us individually, we haven't seen anything like this, we haven't heard anything like this. So sitar metal that you see right now in the year 2020 was already formed in the head by 2015.
yes,
And apart from respect and dedication to that vision, you can't give it anything, because for us, like, we generally matter when sitar metal is there.
yes,
And that is the most enhancing factor that each and every guy of sitar metal is dealing with. We empower people to get awakened,
yes,
that your vision is the one that you should trust and you should give your 100% in. And we are doing just the same. And that is why, the Indian classical part of anything that exists in the
yes,
world, we are taking that to a start, placing it on the entire forefront, and giving it the whole support of a rock and a metal, that reach,
Absolutely.
that direct and straightforwardness, everything is there. And the limitlessness of the Indian classical music is brought
Yes.
to the entire world by SitarMetal, which I think hasn't been done by any act.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm a big fan of sitar metal. Your music is really, really beautiful, and mixing the two genres, it's absolutely beautiful. So, was
Thank you
it
so much.
something
Thank you
Thank
so
that
you.
much.
you initially thought or thought about it, or like was it down the line one, or someone would love to see this?
Sorry, I think there's a connection issue going on. Can you please repeat the question once again?
Oh, sure, sure, sure. Yeah. So, was it something that
Hello, are
you
we there?
initially thought?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So was it something that you initially thought about, or was it like the one down like this, or someone would love to see this?
Actually, like if you ask me personally, I kind of always digged this kind of an idea. Like me personally, I totally love this kind of a sonic soundscape. So
Yes.
for me, if you ask me, I was like pretty confident, like this gonna, grab some attention. And
Yes.
and that actually pretty much happened to it. Like, of course, like we had our fair like share of, like doubts and second thoughts, but I think like that went like that got erased like within 24 hours, because everything which we have released so far, like be it our debut album, be it our debut single, everything they just went viral for some weird reason. And like and that I think that got kind of validated everything for us. So yeah, I
Yes.
mean, I think we didn't initially like put out a lot of like overthinking behind that, because
Yeah.
like for artists, this is actually like I wouldn't say a problem, but I think this is a part of like every like artist thinking. Like they overthink a
Yes.
lot before presenting their art to the world, like how they're gonna receive it, and all these like questions and the second thoughts and stuff like that. The
Yeah.
same happened with us as well, but we just didn't give that much attention to it. Loved the process and just did our job. And we are all like young people, like I'm 21 years old, he's like 23, so for us, like it's like it was all a process in between, having fun and like
Yeah.
just enjoying life in general. So that's how it happened.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what is your
Exactly. Like
favorite
if you are
song?
satisfied with what you do, you should continue doing
I'm so sorry, I could not hear you.
it.
Okay, this is a tough one.
Sorry. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think there's a connection issue going on here.
Oh,
I'll check
okay.
my internet. Yes, fine now. Yeah, my internet is fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now I can hear you. Your voice got a glitch off and
Yeah,
glitch.
at the same time.
Yes. You were saying.
Yeah, I was saying if you have believe in what you're doing, you
Yes.
should keep doing it. That is what keeps you going.
Absolutely.
And any big name, yeah, so any big name in any field of work that anyone specializes in or wishes to take part, everyone has made up in this way, and we are just following the same.
Yes.
We
Absolutely.
just absolutely love what we do, and we do it our way.
Yeah.
Well, that is awesome. So, what is the favorite song that you have to have in your stable?
This is a difficult one actually. This very hard to pinpoint like a favorite song. Like each song speaks in a different way to me. If you ask me, like each song sets a different vibe and mood for me.
Yeah.
But like if you ask me like which song I love to play live, like I enjoy the most, I think it has to be Beyond Me and Beyond You. That is like I love to
Yeah.
play that song. So and like every song like it's very hard actually. I'm not doing justice right
Yeah.
here. But yeah, I mean Beyond Me and Beyond You for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Every song has a
For
different
me,
vibe.
uh,
Yeah. Totally,
yeah.
totally.
And being through the album writing process, we have been there to every second, every minute. We
Yeah.
have been there every
Yes.
time, and every day has got a different and a separate and an exactly valuable memory
Attached to
which
it.
holds for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, and like standing in that way, every song is respected. Every song has its own tone, own vibe, own message that it says to the world. But
Yes.
individually, again, if you look at it, then for me it will always be I Am the Wake.
Yeah. So, is this art form you're looking to expand, forward, expand with other instruments, or is it only going to be sitar?
Okay, so actually, it might or it may not be. Like we're not sure yet, because definitely not only confined to sitar or Indian classical instrument. It's totally about like that. That moment when we are writing the music. It's totally dependent. Like if our sonic, if our like soundscape, if our calls for like say a flute, we'll definitely use it. So it totally depends on the day we are writing and the day and the exact moment we are writing the song. So yeah, I think like we could like you can expect to listen to like a lot of different instruments in future for sure.
Yeah, and to top it off, what generally people will feel by hearing sitar metal is they play sitar and metal. But if you run deeper and if you give up into the whole album, you will find there are elements of rap, there are elements of shairis, there are elements of electronic music, there are elements of industrial music, there are absolutely mentions of ragas in the Indian classical scenario, and breakdowns, heavy, hard-hitting grooves in the metal background and the scenario that we encapsulate everywhere. So we try to make it sound exactly how we want it to sound. So the creative aspect is totally handled by Rishabh, and if that is how it is going, we generally just give it a flow.
Yeah,
we flow along with it.
We always flow along with the vision,
because it doesn't mean the more you add is
it's the better it is. Yeah, it's not like that. We totally treat the song as a song.
Yeah.
And we totally add as much as element as required.
Just not less, just not more. The exact way how you want.
So, what is the definition for you for art?
Okay, for art, I think for me it's about showing your personality, showing your culture, showing your surroundings, show your own vision in the most truest form. That's, I think, art. Because I think because art doesn't hold any specific definition for me. It's like I think it's my truest voice. It's my unfiltered voice. It's my unfiltered vision. So anything which is me, I think is my art.
Absolutely. Art is limitless. That's all.
Absolutely. So
if you have any skill of what you are doing, you can absolutely continue doing it, and you would find your own way to become an artist all by yourself.
Yes, art expresses your true self, I would say.
Absolutely.
And the journey of SitarMetal is exactly dedicated to this word, art.
Yeah.
So how does the audience perceive this music as indie and mainstream?
Oh, Deepash is going to answer. He has played it live and he knows exactly what the
so actually like we have seen a lot, like a very variety of reactions from like a different age, from like I have seen like 10-year-olds coming down to our shows, and like also 70-year-old old guys coming and like head banging to our groups. So I mean, we have seen fans of metal music, fans of classical music, fans of hip hop, fans of pop music, all come under one roof in a SitarMetal concert. So I mean, if you ask me, like I have seen it all. Like I have seen every like fan from like every musical genres to come together under one roof and enjoy to our music. Like after like shows, it happened to me like people is like my own father came to me, and he actually said like how much he liked our song, and that's a very rewarding experience for not only me but like the entire band. So we have seen like all kind of like how much you can expect from a normal show. Like we have seen it all.
Wow. So what are some of the certain types of concerts and events that you play, or is it based on the evaluation of those that want you to perform for the festivals?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take this call because I generally handle the touring, the booking, means the ANR. So yeah, we are quite open to play at any stage or any so-called room, we call it, be that an arena, a stadium,
Yes.
a 1,000 people attending pub, a 500 people attending pub, or even that can be a living room. If there are certain listeners who are actually vibing along with Sitar Metal is ready to play anywhere where we find love.
Yeah.
Because if you love our art, we absolutely want to, like, give it out to you, give it out more to you, because you are the one who are empowering ourselves to
Exactly.
create the art.
Yeah.
So that is how we take it. And the touring and the live playing part is exactly running parallel to this vision.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
does not deter in any way.
Absolutely. So, what is your most inspired song from your current list?
Inspired song, you mean from the album or in general? I mean, you're asking.
Any in general album, any that you feel?
Okay, for me, it has to be "I'm the Wake Up Call" for me, and I also got it tattooed because "I'm the Wake Up Call" was the first song where I like. That was like after I'm playing guitar for like 12 years, and I went and recorded a song after 9 years of playing, and "I'm the Wake Up Call" was that song. So with this song, I actually learned how to record live guitars in a studio, and I was nervous because I was pretty young at that time. And
Yes.
yeah, for me, like, it really holds a very impactful notion in my life. So yeah, for me it has to be "I'm the Wake Up Call."
Uh, yeah, for me it will be "When Time Stands Still," but it has a reason to it why I feel
Yes.
so. That when the official music video was premiered on YouTube, the
Yeah.
date was clearly August 20th. And that day, why we remember it and why that is one of my best releases till date is because NH7 Weekender, I hope
Yes.
you might know the festival that happens
Yes.
in India. They were going to announce, and you know how empowering their announcements are.
Yeah.
So they were going to announce their day, I think day two headliner, and that was Opeth.
Okay.
And When Time Stands Still was releasing on the same day, and everyone was like, you are releasing today, we think you might not have the exact
Yeah.
promotional qualities or the visible reach to the
Yeah.
audience that you would get if you make it on a separate day. But we were kids again with visions, strict visions. Nothing
Yeah.
was changing as planned. It was on August 20th. It got released, and right after a year, with I'll clarify this. We have
Yeah.
spent 0 rupees on the promotion for the song, and we have garnered over 500,000 views
Wow.
on When Time Stands Still.
Wow.
And the same song was featured by BBC,
Yes.
all the bleeding magazines, webzines, music podcasts, famous Bollywood singers like Arijit Singh, uh, uh,
Raghu
like
Dixit.
independent musicians like Raghu Dixit,
Yeah.
Nitin Sawhney. Everyone was mesmerized. They sent huge loads of wishes to us, and
Yeah.
for us, we think, yeah, we took the right decision, and that's why When Time is such a significant song for me in my entire life. In
It
that
is a
sense.
very beautiful song.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Means a lot.
Thank you. So, what is the one thing you'd like to say to all of our artists and viewers out there?
Okay, so just be original, find your own voice, and most importantly, never ever forget to add your own personality to your art, because
Yes.
your personality actually makes your art stand out. So yeah, I mean, just have fun, because the entire process is like the most important aspect of art is to enjoy art,
Yes.
because I think
Absolutely.
the world needs art. And
Yes.
right at this time, like among this difficult pandemic time, I think art is the only savior. So
Yeah.
yeah, just have fun, like make music, write songs, write poems, do whatever you want. Just make sure you are able to put out your opinion, put out your artistic vision in the truest form possible.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
just to add a bit more to the business oriented side of music, because right now in the 21st century, artists are like more of us equal, how do we call it, a saturated segmented
Yes.
division. 50% they are involved into art and 50% they are involved into making
Yes.
business from the art. So like if you want to make business from your art, then absolutely the first point should be you have to be presented to people like how you want to present it to yourself.
Yes.
100% true to the core, nothing changed,
Absolutely.
nothing adulterated, everything raw, exactly how you want it, present it out, and I'm sure people will like it, like start liking it. It might take
Yeah.
time. It took time for us, it took time for everyone. It took time, 65 years for the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken. We like better call it
Yes.
KFC. So it took time for everyone. You give it your shot, try giving it your shot, and like everyone is sure someday it is going to be.
Yes. Time is a virtue in art.
Absolutely. And the day and when it clicks, the the most joyous person on the earth would be you, on you, because you yourself trusted on you.
Yes.
And that's
So,
how it starts. Everything starts from there.
thank you so much for those inspiring and motivating words. And one thing I would like to ask you, what do you think about the White platform?
Yeah, it's great actually. I heard like you're 15 years old, so yeah, it's a very cool thing to do, and yeah, man, just do it. Like full power, more support, and like more power to you. Cheers.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
The effort that you are putting in to make people get connected to the artists that can be on any field is appreciable, and we appreciate it from our
Thank
core
you.
of the heart, and keep doing it. That's all. Much love, good wishes, and best of luck for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. Your words mean a lot to me, and thank you for supporting the Vibe platform and encouraging the artists by coming on to Vibe Starlight. We look forward to working with you very soon.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Please stay safe.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
You.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.